reviews operations. 50 Niger pupils, 38 Kwara church goers freed. On the above the headlines, on page 34, audit uncovers over 661 billion naira payment breaches in NPCL. And page 31 states pileup 1.606 trillion naira debt despite record allocations. Those are the salient headlines from the Punch front page. Now moving away from the Punch front page to the New Telegraph newspaper. On page 4, 5, 7, 8, and 30, ISWAP abduct 12 female farmers in Borno. As 50 St. Mary's School pupils escape, reunite with families, 253 children's 12 teachers still in captivity. Tinubu announces rescued of 38 kidnapped Kwara worshippers. 51 Niger school children, mass abduction. Nigeria drifting towards state failure. Labour Party. Pope demands immediate release of abducted pupils. Orders. Shettima leaves South Africa to represent Tinubu at AU-EU summit in Angola. The story is on page 7 of New Telegraph newspaper. That's money. Defense Headquarters probe troops withdrawal claim before KB school girls abduction. That's coming on page 2 and 7 of New Telegraph newspaper. Also, Tinubu orders withdrawal of police officer guarding VIP. Biggest story on page 2, 4, 14 and 16 of New Telegraph. Implosion. PDP travels a familiar path ahead 2027 polls. The story is coming on page 9, 10 and 11 of New Telegraph newspaper. Higher screen time linked to ADHD, altered brain development. That's on the health part on page 26 of New Telegraph newspaper. Inflation, analysts expect more rate cuts as MPC end meeting tomorrow. Page 20. Telecoms, All-Star State to lose out in potential $1 billion investment windfall. That's coming on page 4 of New Telegraph newspaper. And then on to Business Day front page. Nigeria faces fiscal chaos as Tinubu breaks budget cycle. The rider questions asked over 2024-2026 budget. The story is on page 31 of Business Day newspaper. Nigeria's missing budget and price of fiscal drift. Also on page 30. Analysis further rate cuts at MPC's final 2025 meeting. Coming up today. Nigeria records highest school abduction as insecurity hits new low. Federal government Plateau short school. Government defends slow pace of terrorism financing prosecutions. Those are the salient headlines from Business Day newspaper. Welcome back. This is Flashpoint, a newspaper review from Ayekooto 88.3 FM. Now we are into some of the story that features from the Nigerian Daily newspaper today, and I will begin from Vanguard newspaper. President Bola Tinubu yesterday ordered the withdrawal of police officers currently providing security for very important persons, VIPs, in the country. A statement by presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga said, henceforth, police authorities will deploy them to concentrate on their core political duties. According to the statement, the presidential directive was issued at the security meeting President Tinubu held on Sunday with the police, Air Force, Army chiefs, and the Director Generals of the Department of State Services, DSS, in Abuja. The presidential directive stated, and I quote, already President Tinubu has approved the recruitment of 30,000 additional police officers. The federal government is also collaborating with the state to upgrade police training facility nationwide. End of quote. Sunday's meeting was attended by the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Wahidi Shuaibu, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sunday Kevin Aneke, the Inspector Generals of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, and the Director Generals of the Department of State Services, Tosin Adjolajayi. That is coming from Vanguard newspaper. And in a related news story from the Nation newspaper, 38 worshippers abducted last week from the Christ Apostolic Church CAC, Kwara State, have been freed following days of intensified security operations. President Bola Tinubu, who confirmed the development in a post on his verified X handle, reaffirmed his administration's commitment to securing every Nigerian. He said he had closely monitored the rescue efforts and coordinated the security response after cancelling his scheduled trip to the G20 summit in Johannesburg, South Africa. President Tinubu also disclosed that 51 pupils abducted from a Catholic school in Niger State had reunited with their family. He said he had remained in constant communication with operational commanders and was tracking nationwide security updates. He commended security forces for their sacrifices and assured that the government would further strengthen intelligence gathering, rapid response capability, and interagency coordination in the fight against terrorism, banditry, and other violent threats. Also, the chairman of the U.S. House of Representatives Subcommittee on Africa, Chris Smith, says the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, was done in good faith. Smith made this statement on Sunday in an interview on Inside Sources with Laolu Akondi, a program on Channels television monitored by Daily Post. The U.S. lawmaker charged President Bola Tinubu to take action against terrorists destroying lives and property in the country. He charged Tinubu's administration to intensify the effort to contain the security situation, adding that Nigerians deserve better. Smith also blasted Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Togo, over a statement he made on a major television show where he said a few people have actually been killed, challenging him to tell the truth and combat evil. Those are the story is coming from Daily Post and as well as from the Nation newspaper. From the Nation newspaper, before I leave that page, and that is on politics. This national turmoil has direct consequences for Osun. Senator Ayekooto, who is recognized by the Wika faction as National Secretary, has vowed not to sign any primary-related document for Osun. Kamaru Ajisafe, PDP National Deputy Vice Chairman, Southwest, was blunt. There's no realistic path for PDP to nominate a candidate for the 2026 Osun governorship election. His analogy was equally blunt. If someone blocks your gate, another opens theirs. Why cry over one who shut you out? And for the escape route, with the PDP unable to guarantee him a ticket, Governor Adeleke is exploring alternatives. Party insider confirmed that he has opened discussion with both the Accord Party and the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA. These smaller parties often serve as emergency platform for politicians navigating high-stake elections. Sources suggest that negotiations with the Ayekooto party have advanced the most, with internal conversation on how to receive the governor already underway. There were also rumors of talks with the African Democratic Congress agency, though his media aide publicly denied them. And as APC watches across the ASU, the APC watches with strategic calm. Party leaders believe the PDP is collapsing and that Governor Adeleke is trapped inside a sinking structure. Gundokun insists the APC remains the most disciplined and stable political machine in Osun. PDP leaders insist Adeleke is staying put. Osun State Chairman Sunday Bisi maintained the governor has not considered defecting. Elders reaffirmed their confidence, but rank and file members whisper a different sentiment. Remaining in a PDP without functional national leadership may be political suicide. That is coming from the Nation newspaper on the status of Governor Ademola Adeleke movement and PDP crisis. From Gaija newspaper, a 31-year-old Abdulateef Seriki Sama, under the influence of banned substances, jumped into a surface while early yesterday in Ilorin, Kwara State. The late Abdulateef was the only surviving child of the late Madam Idia. Out of our 3 children, the incident took place at Bolarwa compound in the center areas of the state capital. According to a family source named with third, the deceased jumped into the well at about 4 a.m. A male family source told the Guardian that they had noticed strange behavior in Abdulateef since last week. Another source suggested that Abdulateef might have turned to unfamiliar drugs due to recent financial losses. The family attempted to rescue him upon discovering his intentions, but their efforts were in vain. According to him, it was after this that they invited the firemen. Confirming the incident, spokesman of the service, Hassan Adekule, stated, and I quote, on Sunday, November 23rd, 2025, about 4:33 p.m., the Kwara State Fire Service responded to a distress call for a rescue operation at Bolarwa compound in Ilorin. Upon arrival, firefighters discovered that a 31-year-old man named Abdulateef had deliberately jumped into a domestic well. That is coming from Gaija newspaper. You can read up from that Gaija newspaper. On entertainment scene, popular Fuji musician Abbas Akode, also known as Obesere, has called on the Ondo State government to fish out and prosecute those who allegedly attacked him and destroyed his musical equipment in the state. Some suspected thugs allegedly attacked the Fuji music in Okitipupa town, the headquarters of Okitipupa local government areas area of Ondo State on Friday. In a statement issued by the media manager of the musician, Ayola Authentic, posted on the Facebook page of of Sidophonia Progressive FC on Sunday, the musician expressed sadness over the incident, calling on the people in authority to act to prevent future occurrence of such. The statement partly read, and I quote, "After Alhaji Abbas Akande Obeshere, Papa concluded his performance, and while we were preparing to leave the venue, large groups of touts surrounded the area. That's the end of quote. When contacted the police public relations officer, Olayinka could not confirm the incident as he claimed oblation of it. In the same vein, the chairman of Okitipupa local government area, Andrew Ogunsaki, in a statement described the incident as unfortunate and unacceptable and promised to deal with the perpetrators. You can read up the updates or the details of that story from the Punch newspaper. Now it's your turn to have your say on the program. The number to call through to the studio are 07064809896, 07064809896, and the downline if you're calling outside Iwo, 081-162-58428, 081-162-58428. Those are the lines to reach us through to the studio to have your say on the program. We have a caller. Hello. Hello,
Good
sir.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
My name is Ayekooto 88.3fm from Pisuni, Muluka, area of Nigeria.
Good to have you, sir.
I wish to comment on the security situation generally in Nigeria. I personally am fundamentally opposed to the security method applied by the authority on this situation as it were escalating on daily basis without curbing or finding what strength security problem in this country. Withdrawal of the policemen provided for society is not an urgent solution at all. Even recruiting in the Nigerian force is counted to me as a wasting of our scarce resources, personnel and energy too. My personal advice and view for the government at the center is to change our security system from personnel wastage to the computer security system that can be working without any life wasting in the way out it was being practiced in the civilized country all over the world. Even in other African states like Cote d'Ivoire in Abidjan is an example. Why should we be wasting our human personnel and our scarce resources for recruiting about 30,000 police opposite to protect our people since the computer system was available? As Alex says, is six.
Oh, we lost that call. We're sorry. That should be network. It's not from our own hand here. 07064809896. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
That's Princess Madikute. Hello, welcome. I'm telling you.
Good to have you on the program.
We advise the government to seriously face the insecurity situation in the country. Instead of campaigning for 2027, look at the 5 policemen who are brutally killed and the farmers who are adopted. The women, 12, 80. That is not, we thank God that they rescue some who are kidnapped by 1.5 weeks ago. But that is not enough. As they are rescued, something is happening again. Insecurity. It's better they fix that first before the campaign for 2027. God help Nigeria, Osun State and Sulu.
Amen. Thank you, Eda Shegun Adegbite. We appreciate your Susan's contribution on the program, and I, Chief Safariyu. We also appreciate you on the program. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Ganiyu Kamali Akanfe, also known as Obaluaye. But Nakala, the Bali of 2 in Olaluwa, Southeast SCG of State Nigeria, calling.
Good to have you on the program.
Yeah, I want to talk on the barbaric action of some people in Okitikupa that went to attack and molested Papa. That is Alhaji
Abbas
Obesiri,
Obesere.
Abbas Akande Obesiri. Yeah, that is kleptocratically barbaric, and such an action should be caught so as to be and brought those people to limelight of punishment to serve as deterrent to others. So that is just it. He is working. He is on his own work. He is on his own duty. Why would they be going to? Why should they go to him and ask for his money? Why? So they should be brought to book so as to serve as a lesson to others. Simple. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ganiyu. Ball of Toto, we appreciate your contribution on the program. 07064809896 07064809896 and 081-162-58428 081-162-58428. Those are the lines to reach us through to the studio to have your say on the program concerning what we shared with you. The program has been Flashpoint, a newspaper review from the stable of Ayekooto 88.3 FM. And you can as well drop your comment on our Facebook page at Ayekooto 88.3 FM and as well on our YouTube page at Ayekooto 88.3 FM. We continue to appreciate you. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Honorable Alabi Taufik from Early Grammar School, Iwo.
Good to have you, sir.
I want to talk on the mass adoption of the school children being said by the president. President increased security operatives by reporting those who follow or secure the VIP or very important personality in Nigeria. It's a good idea by the federal government or the president. I want to tell you that it's the beginning of the action taken by the federal government, but to be truth or to be candid, those who were in the aim of affairs know what is happening on security in Nigeria. Most of them are behind those people doing the perform the act. In view of this, I want to appeal to the federal government to please left no stone unturned on the part of the security in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Alabi Taufik, for your contribution on the program. We just have 2 minutes left on the program. We have a caller. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning, sir. What's your name and
Hello?
where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you, sir.
Hello.
That should be network on your part there. We can hear you clearly from this side. 07064809896 07064809896 and 081-162-58428 081-162-58428. We have just 1 minute left on the program. Let me just kindly round up because there's adverts, placements. And we appreciate you for joining us on the program. Okay, let me quickly take this last call. Hello? Okay, we lost that call. So that's I wouldn't be taking more call again on the program. Good to have you. Historical facts.
Thank you.
All right. So this is the end of the program. It's Flashpoint, a newspaper review from the staple of Ayekooto 88.3fm. Till tomorrow, when we shall come your way with another fresh edition of Ayekooto Flashpoint. Stay tuned to the station and enjoy the incoming program, Historical Fact by Abdurrauf Wasil.